I want to introduce the twinning wrap to you. Let me show you first of all on the swatch how the whole thing is made up. On the swatch here, you can probably see it starts right down on the tip here with just a few stitches, and you're increasing up along this side. You've got stockinette stitch, couple of stitches on each end, and then you've got a purl or reverse stockinette stitch kind of ridge, and then you've got this middle section here, which is going to be your stockinette stitch comes out here. From there, this part stays vertical, so your cables will keep running up here, and then this side grows out. So all of the stitches are growing out along this side, just inside this purl band. So you'll have your 2 knit stitches, your 2 purl, and then you're going to have an increase. Now I have done the increases as a yarn over on the right side, but then when you come to it on the wrong side, what I've done is I've either knit or purled it through the back loop, depending on whether you want that new stitch to become knit or purl. The reason I use the yarn over rather than a make one or something like that is it adds extra yarn into the opening and gives you lots of extra room. But I didn't want an open row of yarn overs, so by knitting it or purling it through the back loop, you're closing that loop off again. And the other thing that I've done here is these twisted stitches. These are 2 by 2 cable. This one leans to the right and this one leans to the left. And I've used a technique from Barbara Walker to create those that just knit stitches together and then knits them through the back loops. So it's kind of a lovely fast cheat for doing such a small little cable. So let me show you those techniques now on my needles. The first thing I want to show you is I slip the stitch at the start of the row. On a right side row, I keep my yarn in the back, and I'm just going to slip that purlwise, again with the yarn in the back, so that gives you that nice open edge stitch along here. And then knit the next one, purl the next 2, and then this is the point where you're going to do a yarn over. Now it's going into a knit stitch for me here, so a purl stitch to a knit stitch, you just leave the yarn in front, and then you just get to go knit the next stitch. So it's really an easy one to do. If that was a purl stitch, then you'd wrap it all the way around here and then you go into purl the next one. But it's just a knit stitch, so I'm just going to leave that in front, and that's your yarn over. Now I'm going to show you how to do your 2 by 2 cables here with your little cable cheat, which really speeds the whole process up. If these were to be a left leaning cable, what you want to do is go into the back of that second stitch, and then you leave those 2 stitches on the needle, and then you go into the back of the 2 stitches together, knit them together through the back loops, and then take them off the needle. So you can see how it's giving you a left leaning 2 by 2 here. Now I'm just going to pop those off, and I will show you what that looks like if it was right leaning. This time we're going to go and knit the 2 stitches together the standard way, but don't take them off your left needle. Then go between those 2 stitches and just knit the first stitch. And that is going to give you a right leaning 2 by 2 twisted cable. Now I am very quickly going to go and work across here. And then I can just show you how you do the slip stitch at the start of a wrong side row and what you do with that yarn over when you come to it in the next row. So here, oh, beg your pardon, that's not knit. This is slipped with the yarn in front because it's on the purl or the wrong side. Purl the next one. Going to knit the next 2, this one. Once I finish these 2, I'm then going to come to my yarn over. So with this yarn over, in order to close it, you want to knit it through the back loops. If I want this to be another reverse stockinette stitch like this, it would mean that I would knit it through the back loop like that to twist it closed. If I wanted it to be stockinette stitch, I would purl it through the back loop, which means I go all the way around here and purl that. And then you work away to the rest of your stitches. So I think that gives you a good few tools to get started on your twinning wrap.